What's going, you guys? It's been pretty much 3 weeks since I've done anything on the channel. Um, of course, Hurricane Helene pretty much done a very, very big devastation in my area at home. I am not at home. I'm actually in another state right now, working away from all my stuff right now. So it's been rough. I'm gonna show some video photos right fast. So give me a second. I want to try to do a few things here. It's been crazy. So right here, this is where it all started. Right here, especially with this. See, it wasn't as bad yet. This was like Friday morning, like at 6:30. Because my father woke me up saying we had no power. Sorry, my camera aim was pretty bad. But even like the basement was getting flooded out some. My father was down there. He was trying to get things set up, trying to get things, make sure.
That was underwater.
That was underwater. That was floating. All this stuff was floating and stuff.
That was also underwater. Jesus.
And then this was later on. The water started getting muddier and whatnot. And it was coming up.
Hey, let's go mow the grass, shall we?
Of course, me trying to do some jokes. So we went out towards my father's job. We was trying to go get a few things right fast. But thank God we didn't, because we came through this, coming on the left side right here on the, like, this road right here, not this side, was coming up this way. Tree was down. The power, the transformer and everything was still up. It was still up when we drove by. It was like half a mile down the road we had to turn around because there was a tree down, came back, this was down. We was going the other way, this tree was down on our way home. Then when we got back at home, it was getting more muddier and bad. Now you guys probably saw like this right here. It was not as muddy until this right here. This culvert was up on a mountain, like halfway up and whatnot, and it came down. All the debris that came down and whatnot. This was my mom's rental. This is when everything started calming down. My truck, my red one, my dad's truck was all buried in everything. All that water was coming in. Back there, the road was caving in a little bit. Same thing right here. You can see just a little bit right there next to the burning barrel. That right there became a little hole. There was a lot of rocks and whatnot. You can see where the water level even came up. This is the baby's room. All right, remind you, like we've had this whatnot, and look, you can see where the line is. That water that came up. Remember, this is in the mountains, y'all. A little tree fell. Luckily, it didn't really do much damage. It bit a little bit, and the piece of plywood right here was at the top, whatnot. So luckily, it didn't look like it was that much damage. There was no leaking in the roof, so that was good. All this debris and stuff came up from the mountain, from up there. All that right there was a road, and behind all this debris was a creek and whatnot. Of course, like I said, we had a creek. The road was caving in a little bit at a time. It was getting bad. Look, this right here was also a road. Now it's not no more. This is our way to get up to the power poles and whatnot, where I also go hunting with my brother and my neighbor. Like, all that got pretty much washed out, pretty hardcore. It gets worse though. Right here was my uncle's house long ago, and it actually had fallen. You can see like the house debris right here and whatnot. Right back here, there was a house. Behind all these trees, there was a house. There were people in it. They didn't make it out. We had power lines and whatnot. The tree fell over. Like, this road right here was caving in. Transformers down. There was some mud right here. Some running water and whatnot. Like I said, right here was the house that was built. Was not there anymore. This one right here. This house with the big hole on the side. Just got built not too long ago. Like this year. And now it's pretty much gone. There was a house where all these trees are right here and whatnot. I think like two houses or so, something like that. Right there's the fire station. We was able to get in and out of there a couple of times. Don't mind that guy right there. That house that is right there underneath all that, or above all that wood and stuff, was like sitting right there with that wood that was pretty much scraped or whatnot. There was houses. There's another house right there. That was my wife's thing. Okay, and then that's some more other stuff. So let me get to other things. Later on through the week, like I said, my road was caving in some, and it got worse. It kind of went up towards our way of our houses and towards my vehicle. That's what was getting to me. I was getting worried about everything. I thought I was about to start losing things, and I was like, I did not want things to happen. But we was able to get the white truck that you can see right here back and forth. That was the only vehicle we was able to get out. Our baby's room, was also our room. Of course, ladies, you can see mud and whatnot. There's a better picture of mud. Been trying to mop it up, trying to clean it up, vacuum it, whatnot. On our way out, this was also like my best friend's, my neighbor brother, as I talk to about a lot, all the time. This is his road. His grandparents lived on, and it was pretty much washed away. This right here was the place I was working at, of course, Lowe's, and it pretty much got demolished. Gates down, doors was wide open. The water was pretty much at the very, very top of everything there. U-Haul trucks were down towards this way underneath the bridge. People were stopping and looking and everything, and it was a hard devastation. Here we go. There's a better picture of my store. I've actually have never seen anything like this in the mountains and whatnot. But we pretty much got away. So let me get with my cousin. She had better photos and whatnot. So this right here was our only way out. Of course, the road is completely gone. Completely is devastated. That was our only way in and out, pretty much. You can see like the crack and whatnot that was happening. Everyone thought it was like an earthquake happened. Another tree right here with the road was caving in as well. more like landslides and whatnot. So, by all means, it has been a crazy month. So I came down to Bradenton, Florida, and then later that week, Milton showed up. Hurricane Milton. We ran away from that. We went up to Georgia for a few nights, and it actually hasn't been that bad here as it is at home. I've been keeping on contact with everyone. One set of family lost 11 people in one, so it's devastating. It's my brother's, not my best friend brother, Navy person, my half-blood brother, his wife, mother got washed away. Even they watched, my brother watched it happen, watched his wife and her husband being washed away and whatnot. So it's a lot of things has been scary. The things that I've seen, the things I've heard, they've been working pretty hard. I've been watching a lot of videos and whatnot, like TikTok and YouTube, and they actually finally got a little bit of service there around the little town, and they said that they're working pretty hard. They're working on the roads. They got my road. Oh, actually, hang on, let me see here. So this is from 7 days ago, a week ago now. They finally got the road. Looks a little bit cleaned up, but there still needs to be worked on. Looks like right there. They got my wife's car, the blue one is my wife's car. My truck finally got out. My truck was the only one that had mud in it, so it wasn't really too bad. So everything is slowly working and getting what it needs to be done. So, my mother said last night that they should have power today. It's been in the 30s the past few days. So it's been pretty cold for them. It's a little nippy here in Florida right now, but it's perfect weather. I think it's perfect weather. But I just want to give you guys a big update why there hasn't been of course no streams and whatnot. But I did bring a laptop. I'm just hesitant about just doing videos and whatnot. I don't have the right equipment or anything like that. So I'm going to probably do a live stream on my phone one day, either this weekend or this coming week, to probably talk on the phone and whatnot. But we'll just see how things turns out. So I want to give you guys a little update. I really don't do much on face reveals and stuff, but something like this really kind of scared the crap out of me. So yeah, it was very devastating. There is a lot that had happened, and it's going to take a lot of time. They finally get in water there for city water. Luckily, I run on well water, so well water is running, but just gotta keep it up. And like I said, I don't know when I'm gonna get back home to stream. Like I said, my mother said they should have power today, but that right there could be 50-50. It just depends. So the reason why I left, I hate that I left, because that's my community. That's where I've always been known. That's where I grew up and everything. But the reason why I left, because my 4-month-old, he's breastfeeding. My wife wasn't eating good and whatnot. So that being said, I pretty much ran away with them to get them to safety, get them to eat and whatnot. So I want to say thank y'all so much. Hope you guys appreciate it all I done. I will get back to it. We'll get back to some Maneater to finish up the streams. I also want to, there's a lot of GoFundMe's going out around. Trump has put some up. Families has put some up. And I'll definitely probably have to put some up for the baby room as well. So donation's never a mandatory thing, but once I get everything set up, situated, I will do a GoFundMe for the baby room and whatnot, because it's, like I said, it's got muddy, and we're afraid about mold and stuff, and everything was put together brand new a couple months ago. Now it's demolished pretty much. But we'll keep you guys updated, and it's been rough. Not gonna lie, it's been rough. But I want to say thank you all, and hope to talk to you guys soon. Stay safe.